Good afternoon. From a damp and dreary allotment. I'm here just putting on more tomatoes. This year I want to grow as many tumbling varieties as I possibly can, both in the garden at home and down here. We had a really good year for outdoor tomatoes last year, and I'm hoping to repeat that again this year. The weather was extremely good, so that will have been one of the main factors. What we do is we put all our tomatoes on a baking tray, and right in the middle we put a full garlic bulb, and we bake them. And then what we do is, once they're all nice and soft and fully cooked, we take them out and we puree them, and we put them in freezer bags, and we put that in the freezer. And then what I do is I use that for a base, or the wife uses it for a base for chilies, for bolognese. I use it for the curries. So we've still got some left from last year, so I just want to make sure that we've got plenty in this year. So hence why I've probably got around, I would say, in the region of 60 tomato plants. Some are going in the small greenhouse, some in the large greenhouse, some tall standard ones will be going outside, as well as the tumblers. So as you can see, they're nice and healthy, just the right size. Some of them are stretched a little bit, but I've really planted them deeply, so they should be fine. Once I've done this, I will show you where we are with the parsnips. If you remember a couple of videos back, I popped my parsnips in a old compost bag, and where they'd been placed on top of some compost, damp compost, and just put in the bag under the bench. So I'll show you where we are with that, and I'll show you me actually transplanting them. That's that one. So here we have the parsnips, as I mentioned. Got the bifocals on for this. And if I show you close up, you can see how the parsnips have germinated there. Now what I do now is I've got the bed prepared outside. I've had a piece of plastic sort of perspex over the top of the bed for the last sort of 10 days, so that's been warming the soil up. So what I'm going to do now is to go out and give it a soak, and then I'll take you out there. Hopefully I won't get too wet, and just show you how I go on from there. So this is the raised bed that we're talking about. It's just a normal pallet collar, too high, and this is the plastic sheet that I've had over it for the last, like I say, 10 days or so. So I've prepared this bed now, so I'm ready to just transplant the parsnip seedlings in there. So all I simply do is, using a teaspoon, is just lift up the seedling like so, and just bob it into the prepared hole there. So there's another one, and just simply place it nice and gently into the hole there. There's a full one there. Nicely into the hole. Okay, so that's all of those transplanted. If you can see, there's one just there, and then in there. So they're all in there now, and as I say, the top's been on the top of that pallet collar for 10 days, and that's going to go back on there, where they're going to stay until they grow on. By the time they reach the top of the lip here, all threat of frost is gone and the lid can come off completely. There we go. So that's those planted, nicely tucked up, nice and warm underneath the perspex there. What I'll do with these, the other parsnips, is there are one or two still that have germinated and some that haven't. I'm going to pop them back into the black bag. It's still nice and moist, and I'm going to put those under the bench. And then what I can do is keep an eye on these, watch those, make sure that those all start to grow. And then if they do, then all well and good, I'll pass these on to somebody who needs them. If not, I can always replace them with these. So back onto the potting on. Seems to be really sort of busy time of the year now, potting all your seedlings on. This is my pak choi, stretched a little, but they should be fine. Put those in on the 15th of March, so I'm going to pot these on and get them out into the coal frame, and they just plod along there nicely until all threat of frost has gone, and then I can get them out into the final planting location. Well, that's it for me today. I'm always in a bit of a dilemma as to how long a video should last. I think anything over sort of 15 minutes is a big ask, really, to keep somebody's attention for that length of time. I did a brief one on Sunday just showing you me erecting the shed, and the reason that were brief is because we need to just get on and get it done, rather than, you know, stopping and starting, you know, for the sake of the recording. But tell me in the comments below what you think an ideal length of time for a video clip is. You know, me personally, I'm thinking between 12 and 15 minutes, you know, for a normal one. Maybe if you're doing a plot tour, it can be maybe slightly longer, but let me know. I'm unsure, I'm new at this game, remember. Anyway, that's me from a rainy Leeds. Have a good rest of the week. I'll probably see you at the weekend. Until then, happy growing. Take care.